you're just going to essentially load this front leg like you're doing a split squat. Hand stays on the head and the elbow gets pulled back. Okay, you can come back and reset. Come here, relax. Hey, how's it going? So today we're going to show you a banded pec stretch with the band around the elbow. Okay. So this one's kind of unique to set up. It's a little bit more unconventional than what you may see, but it's super great. One thing we always want to think about when stretching or training a muscle is removing the amount of degrees of freedom or the amount of things that could essentially go wrong that could complicate the movement to end up having us get a result that is not the result we actually intended for. For example, if my goal is to stretch the pecs and a lot of things could go wrong, I could end up just stretching my forearm in a position that kind of just looks like I'd be stretching my pec, in which case I would not have gotten the result I wanted and I probably would have wasted like 4 minutes of my time. So by removing the degrees of freedom, we essentially make it more likely that we're going to get the result that we want. And it's something that you should always be striving for with all your movements. So for the pec, okay, the pec is kind of a bit of a fan-shaped muscle. It attaches along the sternum from about here up to about here and runs out to the shoulder. So kind of like the lat, we're going to need to play with different positionings of the shoulder as well as different internal and external rotations amounts and positioning of the elbow to stretch out certain fibers. If I want to stretch these lower fibers, I essentially want to pull the shoulder up and back and my chest down and in. Okay, so I'd want to essentially arm goes there, chest goes down, and I hope you can see those and pull these points together. If I wanted to stretch the mid-pec portion, I would want to pull my shoulder blade with my elbow out to the side directly back, which will then pull these points apart. So whichever part is feeling tight for you, use that kind of logic to help guide where you're going to position your elbow. But from here, okay, I want this to be anchored about shoulder height. We're going to make our loop. We're going to stick our band through our loop. Now it's not going anywhere. From here, I'm going to put my hand behind my head. Okay, this allows you to have an anchor point. We don't want our hand just floating out in air. That's how we end up increasing our degrees of freedom. That's how you end up doing a drill that looks very similar to this drill with a totally different result. Okay, so your hand is going to go on your head, not your ear, not your neck. It's going to go on your head. Okay, from there, this band gets slid over your arm like this. From here, the side that is banded, that side leg is going to step out in front. Okay? From here, you're just going to essentially load this front leg like you're doing a split squat. Hand stays on the head and the elbow gets pulled back. Okay, you can come back and reset. Come here, relax. What you can also do is do something like we talked about before: crack, contract, relax, antagonist, retract, which would essentially be I'm trying to stretch my pec. Okay, I'm in this position. What I'm going to do is just like a 20%-ish contraction, contract my pec, hold for 10 seconds, relax. Then I'm going to think about pulling my elbow back and squeezing my rhomboids, mid and low trap, and posterior delt. Okay, I'm going to hold this for 10 seconds, relax, and then I'm going to sit even deeper into that split squat. I'm going to then hold this position for anywhere between 30 seconds and a minute, 120 seconds or 2 minutes before fully relaxing. I would then switch to the other side. Okay? Try this out. Let us know if you have any questions, and really enjoy completely opening up this pec and redesigning your posture and body image.